Hi, let us do a quick introduction to our course, Containers for Developers and Quality Assurance, to see what we are going to cover in this course and see how we are going to set up our lab environment to do different hands-on exercises. This course is primarily targeted for developers and QA engineers to help them understand how we can use containers to create an end-to-end workflow for our application, in which we would deploy our application from the developer to the production environment. We have used Docker as our primary container environment and Jenkins as our primary CI/CD tool. All of our Docker hosts, which we have used in this course, would be deployed on the cloud DigitalOcean. Also, we would create the Jenkins environment to do different CI/CD operations on the cloud. To perform all the labs, we would only need the Docker client on our workstation, which can be installed either on Linux, Windows, or Mac. Throughout the course, we have used a very simple Flask-based Python application. On the workstation, we would use Visual Studio Code as our IDE, which would attach to our Docker client on the workstation, and all the Docker specific command would be sent to our Docker host running on the cloud. Once the developer is fine with the changes, he or she would commit the changes to the GitHub. Jenkins, which is our CI/CD tool, would look at the changes on the GitHub and perform different operations like running the test cases, creating the image, and so on. To run the test cases, our Jenkins would create dynamic Jenkins slave on our Docker host. And once the test cases pass, the Jenkins would create the resulting image for our application and push it to the Docker hub. Jenkins would then deploy the application on our staging environment, which is again created on the cloud. Once we have verified our application in the staging stage, we would promote our pipeline to deploy the application in the production environment. The production environment is created using multi-node Swarm cluster. We would deploy our application in the production environment using Docker Stack.